Hello guys, this is our 12th tutorial. I'm Devil, and this tutorial we want to look at the HTML character sets. So comprises of the entities, symbols and emojis. On a normal keyboard, it will be very hectic for you to find some of the symbols, emojis or mathematical symbols, technicals and current symbols be typed directly from your keyboard. So in this tutorial we'll be lucky because we want to look at their binary codes. We'll be using the two methods in decimal format and hexadecimal binary numbers. If you don't know more about these numbers, kindly refer to the tutorial of binary digits, because the computer only understands 0 and 1. So the syntax for writing them, you start with the and, then the character name or the entity name, or if you are using the number, the binary code number, you initialize it with and hash. So we have so many reserved characters in HTML. For example, if you want to use the less than in your code, you are typing the less than directly. The browser might mix them with the tags, because we know that HTML uses the tags to display their content. So rather than, we prefer to use the character reserved name and LT. Then you end a statement with semicolon, or if you are using the binary number digit, the LT sometimes means 60. So we shall look at them. This is a brief history of how this group have been working. So the groups that have been working on these character sets are the Unicode consortium groups. So they came up with the standard keyboards that we use in our current computers for both the operating systems. So the first one was ASCII, meaning American Standard Code for International Interchange. So this one used 7-bit computer, understand to base 2, 0 and 1. Therefore, 7 to base 2 will give us 128 different characters. So these characters only comprised of the alphanumeric values like A to Z in both caps or in both capital and small letter, and some special characters like exclamation, dollar, plus, etc. So the disadvantage here was that it did not include the English letters. Windows 12.52 had the international letters, and it used 8 bits to represent 256 different characters. 8 to base 2, I mean 2 power 8 means 256. Also an extension to ASC. So this one also added international characters, but mostly it was used in HTML4. But Windows was basically for HTML2 versions and below. So when HTML4 came, it adapted the use of ISO characters. So if you were to use them, you could include this sentence or this meta tag in your head section, in the head tag. So currently we are on HTML5. We are adapting the use of Unicode UTF-8. So this is the default. So if you want to use it, you must include the meta tag that you are seeing on the last line here. So we shall be using this one. So if you want to use it, you must include that meta tag in your head section. So some of the entities that were being used here are the ones that you are seeing on the screen. So from 0 to 31 and 127, they were used to control the hardware devices. Let us do a little bit of coding. So I will group them in terms of entities, symbols, and lastly we shall do some preview on emojis. All of them I will be using the bold tag. Inside the syntax, you can use either the name of the entity or the character name or the number, the binary code. So if you are using the name, you just prefix it with and. For example, if I want to display a double quotation, I will just write quote and end with a semicolon. So if I save and refresh, you must see a double quote appearing there. I want to use the character number, so you add a hash after and that number, say 34, the quote is 34, but later if you use them, you just stick in your head. So you will see that is just a double quotation. English alphabet letters, say in capital letter A to Z, they begin from 65 in decimal format and 0041 or 41 in hexadecimal, and they end at 90 in decimal format, which means 005A in hexadecimal format. You can illustrate that by this example, taking any range value between 65 and 90, say 88, save and refresh. So an X value goes there. We can do the same with the hexadecimal format, so in X and pick any value in between the range 0041 to 005A. So I want to take 0044. So initial zeros, you can ignore them. Try to save and refresh. It will give me a D value. So the same apply to small letters. They range from 97 to 122 in decimal format, or 0061 to 0074 in hexadecimal format. You can practice those one at your own free time. So let us try to look at how to form those Latin letters, like an A with an upper caret or diacritical mark. So I've just sampled out some few. They run from 768 to 771. 60, say 9. Save and refresh. So this is a caret. Include a letter like A. So you just initialize it. So you will see that mark is coming at the top of A. So that's how Latin letters are formed. Back to symbols, just the same way. They range from 58 to 64, as you are seeing on the screen. I'll just, let's say 58. So we know 58 is a full colon. It's a blank space. For currency, we can try to do one currency here, 83.52. The euro currency. This is a euro currency symbol. So all other symbols lie in between there. Try to take 84.48, copy and paste it here. Save and refresh. So it is like a fraction A over C in a hexadecimal format. Sure that you include an X. Try to save and refresh. Arrows lie between there, those ranges. Mathematical operators lie 87.04. Save and refresh. This value means for all. For mathematical students, they understand. Dingbats live in this range. Just copy and paste somewhere here. It's a dingbat for cat. There's millions of them. We can't list them all. For emojis, I know most of you like using the emojis when you are chatting on WhatsApp, TikTok, and other social medias. So this is how they came up with those keyboard. I want to use one value here. Save and refresh. So it looks like a watch. Next tutorial, we are doing HTML responsiveness and layout. And take note of this, some changes need to be done immediately.